right. So I just did a water change on this, and it started with a top off. It was about 4 inches or so below that overflow right there. This is my tub, my Rubbermaid 100-gallon tub that I got from Tractor Supply a couple months back. There should be some Medaka rice fish in here, and then there's some plants floating. And these are probably warmer weather plants that aren't as happy. That's why they don't necessarily look so good. That's dwarf water lettuce and guppy grass. And then some of you may remember from previous videos, there's a tub full of jungle valsinaria down there. And hiding in the shadows right through here is a tub full of Amazon sword. And then I've got these little spawning moths. So I don't think they're going to get much use until it warms up. And then I've also got one, and this is, I stole this idea, borrowed this idea from HHD. This is a spider plant in a little piece of pool noodle. It's a great idea. If you're not doing it, you probably ought to. Now when I bought this tub, I put the overflow in, and that's it right there. That's I think it was a 3/4 inch bulkhead that takes an 1.25 inch hole. So you need an 1.25 inch hole saw to get through this plastic. It's easy to do. And then that's the back side of it right here. And there's 3/4 inch fitting, female fitting on both sides, or female pipe hole, or threads, I should say. And this is a screen, a strainer screen that goes onto a Graco airless. So I had to put this piece in between because this is 3/4 inch male pipe thread to go into the bulkhead, and this side is 3/4 inch hose fitting, because these things are hose fittings. Works great though. And it's stainless steel, so it's staining. I don't know why, but it shouldn't. And then I got guppy grass in there, and this dwarf water lettuce. And I stuck the garden hose in here and just let it run for about a half an hour. I let it fill up, and then I hit the timer, let it run for about a half an hour. And I had to regulate the garden hose because it started to fill up faster than it was going through the outflow, or the overflow, if you will. So that's one thing you got to take into consideration, is just, oh, and there goes some of the rice fish down there. Maybe you can see them down there, yep. There they come, it's like a little racetrack for them. You see them up on the surface too. And when I started this water change, the temperature in here was, I think it was about 52 degrees. I got one of those little floaters. And now, I take that back, it was about 62 degrees. And now it's almost, I guess about 68 degrees. Let's see if we can get you guys to see that. It's gone down as low as 52 in here. It fluctuates a lot because the temperatures here fluctuate a lot. And now, after it's done draining completely, I'm going to go ahead and dose it. And I just do it all in a measuring cup. It's just easier. So I've got API tap water conditioner, API CO2 boost. What is it? Flourish, Seachem Flourish potassium, and Greg Sage's rapid growth fertilizer, all set for, you know, the right amount for 100 gallons, and that's what this tub is. I'm not sure if it's 100 gallons, probably right full to the top, doesn't matter, it's close enough. So I'll just pour that in, and then rinse the cup out a few times. And that also helps agitate it a little bit. Probably agitates the hell out of the fish too, and stirs it into the water column, so it helps fertilize the stuff. Now, I don't know how much that's going to do right now, the nitrogen, how much of that's really accessible to the fish, or not to the fish, to the plants in the colder water. Sometimes nitrogen fertilizers need warmer temperatures to be effective. But anyway, that's kind of how I do a water change on this 100-gallon tub. And like I always say, I appreciate you, and thanks for looking.